Kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
Depends on who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
Things exploded fast when Christine and Karlissa locked horns again, and this round was nowhere near soft. Everything went left the moment Karlissa secretly pulled the DNA test on Junior, and when that news hit the streets, the whole situation detonated. Christine had been ducking that test for ages, pulling every trick possible to keep it from happening, even dropping a fake result to convince everybody Blue was Junior's dad. And remember Ronnie? The same Ronnie who died just days after claiming Junior wasn't Blue's at all? That he was the real father? Folks dragged him back then, accusing him of clout chasing. But the way the truth spun back around? Absolutely wild. Karissa's quiet little test flipped the entire narrative upside down, the exact opposite of what Christine had been shouting for months. Blue himself never truly believed the baby was his, not even when Junior first arrived. And suddenly, all his past comments make perfect sense. When he first pushed for a DNA test, the internet came for him hard, calling him a deadbeat. But he kept saying he knew exactly what kind of chaos he was dealing with. He even hopped online and announced, "Me and Rock are done. It's strictly business." He said he tried, but nothing felt genuine anymore. Then he followed up with another message saying Rock had been with multiple people that same year, and until a DNA test proved otherwise, he wasn't claiming anything. That mess is exactly why Zeus did that test on the show. And you probably remember how that result magically came back saying Blue was the father.
Confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me you're the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
Is not
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass nigga. What? You don't want it to You don't want it to be it.
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
It says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you the father.
But here's where the rumors really took off. People started whispering that Zeus might have played with the results, making sure Blue came out as the dad just to keep their storyline alive. And the craziest part, Christine rolled with it because it perfectly fed the pregnancy angle she'd been pushing onto Blue. Now with this new test out in the open, the whole picture is shifting again, and folks are saying this might finally expose everything that's been happening behind the scenes. Even after that on-air test claimed he was the father, Blue still tried offering Christine $100,000 to walk away from the situation entirely. That shocked everyone. It showed just how far he was willing to go to avoid having a child with her, no matter how messy things looked from the outside. He even posted that he told her from the beginning he didn't want the baby, saying she kept forcing the situation on him anyway. He made it sound like he was cornered, pushed into something he never agreed to, and he wanted the court to understand exactly where he stood. Even though they stayed together for a while after all that, he still never openly claimed Junior, not once. When he got out of prison recently, he acted calm for a moment, pretending everything was cool, but it didn't last. He was right back online, questioning whether Junior was really his, dragging the drama straight back into the spotlight. And this time, his mother, Karlissa, stepped in directly. Just a few days ago, she hopped on live saying someone handed her a sample from Junior. She didn't say who, but she made it very clear she planned to run a paternity test herself. as the grandmother.
On who you was raised by. And since he was raised by me and his daddy, we understand. And he gave a very clear definition yesterday of why he has to do what he has to do. So we got that coming. In a few weeks, we'll get that DNA back. Everything will start working out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure he'll have the baby and all types of therapy now. I'm so grateful to God that we'll start to get somewhere. Yesterday was real ugly. It was real ugly. But I thought about it and I see now what he means. Like we're all women working off of emotion.
She even posted a grandparent DNA kit online, saying she was ready to get the truth straight once and for all because the nonstop back and forth between Blue and Christian had dragged on long enough. And it wasn't just Karlissa pushing for answers. Blue's father, Jonathan, jumped in too. He was caught on live trying to swab Junior for a sample while Christian was standing right there, totally unaware of what he was doing. Once that clip hit the internet, the conversation blew up again. Many people believe Christian is dodging an official test because they think Ronnie might actually be Junior's real father. Before he passed, Ronnie had been trying hard to get Christian to agree to another test so he could finally confirm whether Junior was biologically his.
Girl right here, Junior right here.
You
Weird as a...
Ryan,
You weird as
me at the
You
moment.
weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. I need you out the nigga. What you talking about? Okay. I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall.
But no matter how many times he asked, Christian shut it down immediately, refusing to even discuss it. Things escalated when Ronnie spoke out again, saying, "My son and my child's mother."
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that.
He called out how far people will go to protect a lie. And he wasn't alone. Karlissa backed him right away, questioning why Christian kept dodging if she had nothing to hide.
I just say, just give him what he asked for so she could get rid of him. That's what I would do. I would give him that test that day and the results too. Now, be gone.
She pointed out that it made zero sense for Christian to avoid a simple test unless she didn't want the truth slipping out. Now, Karlissa can definitely be dramatic, but this time her point landed. If Ronnie wasn't the father, why not just let him take the test and end the rumors? Instead, things got messier, and Christian's silence only made the situation look stranger. Ronnie eventually explained why he didn't push harder earlier. He said he trusted the test Christian and Blue did on Zeus, since it claimed Blue was the father. But according to him, he later found out the test wasn't even real, just something staged for the show to keep the storyline running.
Like I just said, I was under the impression that the paternity test that was performed on Zeus, I was under the impression that it was authentic. However, it came to my understanding that it was not authentic. It was not.
That revelation shook everything up and had people re-examining the whole situation with new eyes. But what came next blindsided everyone. Right after Ronnie started publicly calling the Zeus test fake, he was found dead under circumstances that still don't sit right with many. Police ruled it a homicide after discovering him near his home, and the timing was just too eerie for a lot of folks. After Ronnie died, the pressure on Christian exploded. People felt he never got the closure he needed, so they turned every question toward her. The backlash got so intense that she finally posted a DNA test she claimed was from 2023, one that showed Blue as the father.
This is Alex. How can I help you?
Hi, Alex. I'm actually calling to check the status of a case number, actually to authenticate a DNA non-invasive prenatal paternity test case number.
No, that may not be the case file ID that's associated with the case. Is it a new case?
No, this is a case from 2023. Are you basically saying that this is a real case number, but not the actual mother and father?
Yeah, it's not matching any of the names that you're giving me.
Was the blood sample taken on 5/4/2023?
No, completely different year, actually.
She tried using that test to clear her name, hoping it would finally quiet everything down. But then came the twist that sent the internet into freefall. The exact test she posted, the one she used to shut everyone up, got exposed as fake. The details didn't line up, the numbers were off, and the format wasn't from any legit lab. It didn't take long for people to connect the dots. Chrisean had been leaning on that phony test to convince the world Junior was Blue's, even though the clues kept pointing elsewhere. Suddenly, everything Ronnie tried to say before he passed started sounding a whole lot more believable. And then things blew open even further when Steve Wilkos stepped in and dropped a major bombshell. He said he contacted the hospital Chrisean claimed the test came from just to verify the case number she posted. But according to him, nothing matched. The number didn't exist, the paperwork was off, and everything pointed to the entire document being made up from the start. That revelation sent shockwaves through the whole situation because it hinted that Chrisean had been misleading the public from day one, and the truth was finally breaking through.
I finally realized that whole side don't look at me like I'm blood, like we related. You feel me? They look at me like me and my son with a money sign. Tell me why Karlissa talking to she telling me Karlissa telling my boyfriend to stay away from me because you know why she telling 3 to stay away from me? Because I get money in real life. I put people back in position to win. And y'all can't take my name from me. Sorry, I'm who I am. You feel me? But I'm quiet for a reason, right? I'm in Baltimore for a reason. And I'm not in no basic neighborhood, yo. I'm in Calabasas in Baltimore. I ain't gonna hold you. I would flip the camera and show you what house I live in, but it's none of y'all business.
After that dropped, word spread fast that Chrisean was furious and felt like things had officially gone too far. Rumors even said she told people she was ready to confront Karlissa if she ran into her, because in her mind, Karlissa had no business digging into her life like that. And honestly, Chrisean and Karlissa have never had a peaceful relationship. This only pushed them deeper into tension. Chrisean also claimed Karlissa was only doing all this because she was mad that Chrisean moved on from Blue and started focusing on a new relationship. She made it seem like Karlissa just couldn't stand seeing her happy with someone else, so she kept stirring the pot to keep Chrisean tied to old drama. And while Chrisean has been labeled a lot of things over the years, this whole mess made her look even more unpredictable. Of course, the audience watching all this unfold had plenty to say. Comments flooded in instantly. One viewer said Karlissa was exhausting and pointed out that this family has had countless chances to get one clean official test, yet somehow managed to avoid settling anything every single time. They added that everyone knew early on there might be health complications, but no one stepped up with real answers when it mattered. Now everything has built into a full-blown storm. Another person said it was wild how they kept chasing test after test, even though every result only created more questions. They said, if someone keeps pushing for new tests, maybe it's because they know the outcome won't match the story they've been telling, and that's why everything keeps falling apart. Shock, confusion, frustration, viewers were reacting non-stop. Every time someone tried to bring clarity, another layer of chaos surfaced. People were genuinely wondering what the actual truth was. Then things took another turn, when people started digging into the timeline. The patterns were too messy to ignore. Every time someone tried to get firm answers about Junior's paternity, something strange would happen. A distraction, a new fight, a sudden story shift, or missing paperwork. It had people asking if the truth was being dodged on purpose.
Mother drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at him that did this. Not, that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all know nothing about God and y'all know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child.
More details also came out about the tension between both families. People close to them said Karlissa had been asking for a legitimate, official test long before any of this hit the public, but she felt Chrisean kept blocking her at every step. Karlissa said she finally spoke out because she was tired of being left in the dark while everything around her spiraled. And when she started talking, she didn't hold back. What surprised people even more was Jonathan stepping in too. His involvement made the situation look way bigger than a simple mother-to-mother feud. Some insiders said he only intervened because the story kept changing and he wanted a clear answer, especially since the confusion was affecting both families. His attempt to quietly swab Junior on live stunned everyone because it showed he no longer trusted anything happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, online, people kept dissecting every document that had ever been posted. They noticed mismatched dates, odd formatting, older posts with details that mysteriously changed over time. Each discovery added more fuel to the fire, and viewers turned into detectives, piecing everything together on their own.
I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt.
Behind the scenes, the whispers around Ronnie's role only got louder. People said he'd spent months trying to get closure because he truly believed Junior might be his. He wasn't looking for a fight, he just wanted straight answers so he could step up if that was the truth. His sudden death left a massive gap in the story, making the entire situation even heavier and more complicated for everyone watching. Piece by piece, all of this stacked into one of the most tangled family sagas the internet has seen in ages. As the tension kept climbing, the rumor that Chrisean wanted to run up on Karlissa over the DNA drama had the whole internet stunned. If that rumor is real, it shows just how deep this mess has gotten behind closed doors. For many people, it didn't make sense why Chrisean was directing her anger at Karlissa, especially since Karlissa wasn't the one changing her story or posting questionable paperwork. Karlissa kept insisting she only wanted clarity, not chaos, which made some viewers wonder why a simple test sparked such an explosive reaction. When things get that heated, folks start assuming someone might be scared of what the results could reveal. On the flip side, others argued that Karlissa stepping in so hard might have made Chrisean feel trapped. They pointed out that Chrisean was already dealing with public scrutiny from Blue and the Ronnie rumors, so Karlissa adding pressure might have pushed her past her breaking point. Still, none of that explains how the situation went from online words to actual threats, and that's exactly why the internet hasn't stopped dissecting it. And now another debate is picking up steam, whether Junior is truly Blue's child or not. Some people think the truth is finally cracking through all the noise. Others say there are still missing pieces, especially with so many different people trying to run their own tests behind the scenes. Then there's the group insisting this will stay messy until one official certified test is done with everyone present and no shortcuts. This entire storyline has turned into one of the most complex celebrity family dramas online, and every new piece of information makes it even more unreal. People want answers, people want closure, and people want to know who's been honest and who's been playing the game this whole time. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Chrisean really planned to confront Karlissa over the DNA situation? And do you believe Junior is actually Blue's son? Drop your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more wild stories just like this. And don't forget to check out the next video popping up on your screen for even more celebrity drama.